Hello everybody and welcome to this week's edition of First Impression Fridays here on Diamonds and Denim. This week I have my first ever Too Faced eyeshadow palette. I'm so excited for it. The Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette. I got it at ULTA for half price. They are usually 50 bucks. I got mine for $24.99. It was a random sale, I don't know why. So I not only got myself one, I got my mom one because the deal was so good. I've been wanting to try Too Faced palettes forever. So we're gonna go over packaging, swatches, a demo, and then we'll decide if it's gonna get a diamond or not. So if you wanna see how I got this look, or if you wanna see what I think about the palette, you can keep on watching. Thank you. Too Faced, their chocolate line is genius. First off, the packaging is genius. I am obsessed with this packaging. Is this not a straight up movie candy bar? It reminds me of a Willy Wonka chocolate bar. It is just the cutest thing. I love it. Let me show it to you up close. This is the bar, see what I'm saying? The box itself. The back of the box shows each of the shades and it gives a description of each one of them, of course. So let's open it and look at the inside of the package. Okay, the inside of the box is just plain white. So it came with a little Too Faced how-to glamour guide. That's really good, like I always say, for someone who's not as well versed in it, as well versed in eyeshadow. If you see things and you're trying to figure out how to do it, they give you a description of each one of them on the back. So this is the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette itself. It's got a little tin case, like a candy, like you would buy a candy bar. It's so cute. Discover a candy-coated confection of heart-shaped shadows infused with antioxidant-rich cocoa powder. Includes 16 matte and shimmer shades and delicious pops of color, sugary brights, and beautiful go-to neutrals in the best-selling One Swipe formula you know and love. Includes our signature glamour guide with 3 looks to get you started. So apparently this is something Too Faced does in all of their palettes. This is my first one, so I really don't know. There's a mirror. Thank you, Too Faced. I love a mirror. It smells like chocolate. I really like that about Too Faced. Like their chocolate line, everything smells like chocolate, and I just think that's so cool. In the vein of bonbons, it almost looks like Valentine's Day chocolate. It's little tiny hearts, and then they have the 2 big shades that are like 2 neutral shades, this one here, and then this one. And those are the 2 that you're gonna wind up probably using the most, which I really respect. I always run out of the bone white first because that's what I use for my eyebrow highlight. So as far as the packaging is concerned, I mean, it's adorable. It's so cute. It's very young. It's very girly, right on theme with the chocolate. I mean, I haven't seen a theme better accomplished than the Too Faced chocolate theme right now. So, okay, so let's go ahead and swatch. All right, so let's do the first 5. And I love that they have the names next to it, Satin Sheets. Okay, so here's the one touch swatch. Let's get them on the hands. All right, so this one is, what is almond truffle? Let's see what's up. Not as pigmented as I was thinking. Satin Sheets. Okay, Satin Sheets is pretty strong. Sprinkles. Ooh, sprinkles. Sprinkles is nice. Right, let's see. Molasses chip. Okay. And malted, which is a pretty deep brown. Okay. Not as pigmented as I was thinking. But that being said, I would have been quite upset if I paid, you know, the regular price for it and was disappointed with the swatches. These 2 right here, this one, and this one, I'm like dying to try. So let's start on this side. Cashew Chew, I'm gonna put it underneath Malted. Oh, sorry. Cashew Chew. Another kind of weak one. Cotton Candy. Okay, I see Cotton Candy a little bit, a little tiny bit. This is Cafe au lait. Okay. Cafe au lait is pretty nice. Bordeaux. Ooh, Bordeaux is pretty. It's a perfect. I already see this as a V color. Oh, I already see this as a good V color. And then we got, what's this last one here? Mocha, which is a matte. These swatches are rough. Black currant. Oh, I hope these look better on the eye because these swatches are horrible. What is this? Oh, dark truffle. Oh, I forgot what this one was too. Pecan praline. This is Totally Fetch, which I actually really can't wait to try that bright pink. Okay, Totally Fetch is a good one. And then Earl Grey. Oh, Earl Grey is coming through. And then, last but certainly not least, actually probably the one I'm going to use the most, Divinity. So, these are our swatches. Y'all, they are really weak. I'm not feeling these very much. Something else I noticed as I was swatching them, I find them very cakey. It's not a buttery formula to me, which I'm surprised at because I thought for sure Too Faced was just going to be. Since this is more of a neutral palette, I'm going to do a really light eye, almost like my normal daily eye look. So that's what I'm going to do today. And we'll, oh, by the way, my brows are already done. Eyes are primed. Face is primed. Let's go right off the bat with Divinity, which is that big white shade at the bottom. Oh, kick up. Y'all, the kick up. Going in with Divinity across the whole eye. Just as kind of a base color. All right. Let's go in with Mocha as a transition color. This little heart right here, I think it's gonna be a good transition color. Maybe actually we should have y'all watch this eye. It's closer to the camera. Yeah, y'all can, this will be the demo eye, for lack of a better term. So I'm just, again, taking that from the tip of my eyebrow all the way up, or the outside point, all the way up to the inner tip of my eyebrow to get a real good transition color. So. Small circles with a big fluffy brush. Very nice, nice, very nice. Okay, I think I want to try Bordeaux as a crease color, which is this really pretty, like raspberry-y color brown. So for Bordeaux, what I'm doing first is I just kind of stamp it because you're not sure how dark it is, especially since this is a first impression Friday. I just stamped it to see how dark it actually is. Then I'm gonna drag it a little bit across my eye, my lid, like I'm gonna just kind of blur it into the lid. It's gonna really go when we, it's gonna really work well when we do our lid color later. And then I'm taking it halfway up my crease. I'm not gonna bring it all the way across. I don't want it to go like all the way across. So when we blend it out, it'll move it a little more, but we don't wanna start with a whole lot there. So, got that all done. Now I'm gonna blend this out before I chisel out my lid. Going in with my favorite big, huge blending brush, which is from Elizabeth Mott. It's this one. It's just got a big, fluffy. I'm gonna blend all of my crease and transition colors all together, just so that we don't have any lines of demarcation, just so we don't have any puzzle face. We're also gonna push that Bordeaux a little more into the crease. We're just gonna spread the access powder. So next I'm gonna chisel out the lid using Milk. Just gonna chisel it out a little bit right here. Just so that, because I wanna use one of the glittery shades in there, just so it can really pop. Okay, so I'm just using my cream eyeshadow brush from Shani just to push it around and put it where I want it. Black Currant. I'm gonna use this eyeshadow brush from Miss Glam. It was one of the Ipsy Bag Review shades. So let's see, Black Currant. And I'm using this brush because it's not as dense as the one I usually use for eyeshadow to pack on. And I don't want this color too hard because I don't want it to look like a light and then a dark and then a light. I don't want that look right now. So I'm just trying to disperse it a little bit more. Okay, it's pretty. Okay. So for the inner corner of the lid, which is this part that's still white, we're gonna go with Satin Sheets, which is this really big pan, and it's probably a big pan because it's a shade you're gonna use a lot. I'm just packing it on with my famous and favorite eyeshadow brush that I use every single time I do my eyeshadow. So, ooh, okay. Y'all were, man, I was getting aggravated with this palette. It just, I don't know how it saved itself, but it saved itself. Precise blending brush to blend out the lid here. And last but not least, I want to dot the V. So for that, I'm going to use, I love this name. I'm going to use Dark Truffle, which is right here. It's the last shade. And I'm just going to take, so Dark Truffle, I'm just going to put a little dot here. And then I'm just going to push it into the V. Again, I'm going to go with another blending brush because, again, y'all know I hate when things all look the same. By Glamour Dolls, I'm just going to blend out that Dark Truffle, that shade in the corner. Just going to blend it out just a little bit, just so I don't have this one harsh, big old black spot. I don't want that. Okay, so I'm going to go and finish my makeup so that I can come back and we can work on the under eye real quick, okay? I'll be right back. Okay, so we are just about done with this look. I want to go back in with this Chocolate Bonbons palette, and I want to do a little look underneath my eye before I go ahead and bake. And I'm using this pointy brush from Vasanti. So again, taking Black Currant, we're going to go all the way across. And we want to meet our crease color. And we want to meet that crease color. I'm going to go back and get Satin Sheets. This really, again, this very pretty shimmery gold taupey color. I'm going to try to get a good little amount on the brush. And I'm going to tear duct that. And kind of try to drag it a little bit into the under eye. So see what we did there, that little pop, and then going across. Last but certainly never least, I'm going to use Chocolate Truffle. Dark Truffle, which is the color we put in our V. And we're going to use that as an under eye liner. So I'm going with a Morphe M165 brush. So I'm putting the Dark Truffle on the Morphe M165 brush, and I'm just going to stamp it along the bottom lash line. Yep. So we're done with the palette, and I'm gonna go bake, and then I'll be back and we will decide if we're going to give it a diamond. On this Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette, let me tell y'all, this was actually the hardest one to decide about a diamond or not because the swatches were so weak. I hated them. The fallout, when I went off camera, after I did the eye look like on top of my lid, when I went in the bathroom, I had so much fallout. It looked like I had a black eye all under here and all under here. Now, I get that every time. Y'all know, y'all always see me brush it away with the fan brush to make sure I don't have anything over there. It didn't come off. Like, some of it came off, but it was so much I had to actually physically clean it with like a makeup remover to make sure I didn't have it there. So that was bad. That was really, really bad. So the fallout was bad. The swatches were weak. It had a lot of kick up, so those are the reasons that I didn't like it. But the shades themselves on the eye, I mean, look at it. The look came out really good. And I have to attribute that to the eyeshadow. On the actual eye, it blended pretty well. It showed up, you can see it. It showed up pretty well. The colors coordinate well with each other. The bright pinks are bright. The Earl Grey is pretty dark. The rest of the shades are kind of, I mean, they're all really neutral. So like, I think Satin Sheet, Molasses Chip, those, they kind of all resemble each other. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give it a diamond because I paid half price for it, because I paid $24.50 for it. Now, had I paid the full price, the $50, I probably wouldn't have given it a diamond. The packaging is amazing. The mirror is great. The way it looks is just spectacular. I love that it smells like chocolate. Again, I like the finished look that I did. But had I paid $50 for it, that damn kick up and those weak swatches would be unacceptable. This is a great everyday palette. It really is. It's got mattes. It's got shimmers. I'm going to go ahead and give it a diamond. Thank you so much for watching this week's First Impression Fridays here on Diamonds and Denim. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and I will see you later. Bye.